What's up guys, it's Bryce with CenCal Motorsport, and here in front of me is the N55 silicone front mount intakes. And this is the version 2. We just switched a few things. Today I'm gonna be showing you guys everything that comes with this kit, a little bit of behind the scenes of how you install it. We're gonna be doing it on this 335i right here, and then we're gonna show you how this thing sounds. So let's get into it. This is a high consistency rubber. This is a different rubber material than the rest of the intake is made out of. And after testing this on a few different N55 cars, we do think that this increases that intake noise just a little bit compared to not having that layer in the inside. So that's the first change we made. Secondly, you can see that these intakes almost looked a little bit ribbed. That's because these are wire reinforced. We had seen some other things with some other companies' intakes collapsing. This right here in the corner, something fully folding in and not letting any air through there. So just a preventative change that we did is we fully wire reinforced this whole intake. So there won't be any collapsing or anything like that. And overall, I think that this is the best intake for the N55 system. When you buy this intake, it'll come with the 2 rubber silicone pieces. It'll come with your intake filter, the clamps you need to install, the accessories. It comes with these metal adapter pieces. And then last but not least, the rain filter. One of the most common questions we get is, are these safe to run in the rain? Is water gonna get into my engine? All of the above. With this rain filter, it makes sure that you're covered under any type of weather conditions, rain, everything like that. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into installing this intake on the N55 and show you guys why we think this is the best intake system for the N55 motor. We actually did a pure turbo on this N55 before. So you can see it has a different inlet right here. If your car is on stock turbo, then it's not gonna have this silicone inlet, it's gonna be plastic, but same type of deal. You get the stock intake out of there, and then there's one little pipe right here. It routes air through the grills into the engine. We are gonna have to remove that piece right there and get to routing this. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to remove all these bolts on the front of the bumper so we can pull that back there and get all our fitment good. I'm gonna pop these grills out from the backside. So let's get to that. As easy as that. So the intake's gonna come through here. So first of all, we're gonna take this like screen net thing off. So this guy's stepping in, he thinks he's like a tech or something. He pulled this thing out from right there, boom. Pull that out of there, this is gone. Also the screen off the front of this that I was showing you. Now he's pulling the rest of that thing out, boom. There it is. This is all removed with the N55 silicone front mount intake because we need to route that intake around to the front grille. Next step, some N55 cars have the V-brace in the front, this metal bar right here, some of them don't. I know for instance, we did like an F23 M2, it didn't have it. Some of them have it. If you want, you can run like a small filter and not remove it, but it's just gonna be super crammed in there. You don't need that front V-brace, so we're gonna remove that so we have room for that big filter that we provide. I think the bigger filter just looks good with the N55 as well. This John, but this thing is gonna sit something like right in there, and as you can see, we don't have room for the grill to fit in because that V-brace is in the way. So we're gonna remove that, some T40s on the top, on the sides, and then we'll move on to the next thing. The last steps before we get into putting the intake on. If you look in here, there's a hole. We took out that screen, but our silicone will not fit through there. So we're gonna have to make that bigger. It's Dremel time. We can lube this thing up. Then we're gonna give it one of these. Thanks to the help of Nick, we got this piece finesse in there. It takes some finesse, obviously the filter's not supposed to be mounted behind the front grille, but there's some benefits there with no heat soak and obviously a really cool induction noise from the outside of the car. I was trying to put it through the grill. You definitely could get it through that way, but Nick's done a bunch of these and that's how he does it, so probably recommend doing it from the top. But yeah, let's keep plugging away, putting all these other pieces on the intake. All right, so you're gonna wanna get those 2 clamps in there once you put that little metal adapter. And then you're just gonna wanna make sure you get the intake sitting where you want it to be. So I'm gonna pull on this just to kind of move it all this way, and then we can get to connecting the rest of the stuff. You're gonna use this metal adapter and you're going to go inside of the top of the intake. You're gonna put a clamp on it first, just like so. And we're gonna tighten both of these up. So now we're gonna put in the adapter so we can clip this in, and then got our map sensor, so we're gonna have to transfer that from the stock intake into there, and then we'll be wrapping this thing up. Going to give it one of these, and then this clamp here is to hold this in place. clean it up a wee bit. Yeah, looks nice, I like it. And there you guys have it. This is the N55 silicone front mount intake. It is the best front mount intake on the market. Actually, I think it's the best intake on the whole market for the N55. It's super loud, the induction noise sounds great. And yeah, this gray looks amazing. I'm super happy with the changes we made on the V2. If you guys are interested in this intake, it's down in the description. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.